is Hannah Blanchard, and I'm going to be doing my presentation on The White Heron by Sarah Jewett. So in this story, the setting of the story is in Maine in the 1800s, and we see the main character, Sylvia, initially was born into the suburbs, and she later moves into her grandmother, Miss Tilly's farm, and she had come from a very suburban lifestyle, and once she moves into her grandmother's farm, she started taking care of her cow and grew such a love for the outdoors, and she really started to want to explore that more in the story. So after taking care of her cow, of course, we see that she is just overwhelmed with excitement and she wants to learn more about it. So one night we see that Sylvia is walking into the woods, and then she's disturbed by a mysterious hunter. And this hunter is on the lookout for a mysterious white heron, because he is collecting birds, and this heron is on his list of birds that he wants to kill and to use as a collectible for himself. So he initially disturbs Sylvia, and Miss Tilly, as the nice woman that she is, invites him in for dinner one night, the night that they met, and she's telling him about her son and his love of birds and how he's moving to California to continue his love for, observing birds. And also she tells him how Sylvia herself loves nature and just her excitement with it. So this excites the hunter. In his mind, he's thinking, well, good, like if she likes nature, maybe she'll be able to lead me to this bird. And so he asks Sylvia, hey, can you help me locate it? And then she initially agrees to do that. So the hunt begins now. So we see Sylvia and the hunter in this story. They take off on a journey to find this bird. And on that hunt, they're not successful in finding the bird, but they do spark an interest with each other. Just after talking and walking together, they kind of start to develop some feelings of interest towards each other. So then they journey back to the house, and he is now staying with them so that he can find the bird. So one night we see Sylvia is just so overwhelmed. She gets into a deeper thought about this bird and recalls a tree in the woods behind the house that offers like a beautiful view, and she decides to take off in the middle of the night and to go locate this tree and climb up the tree. So she climbs it, she gets to the top, and she's looking out over just this amazing, beautiful view of what a bird would see. And something strikes in her. She is so excited and so appreciative of this bird, and just, wow, like this is what birds see, like just the life of a bird. Simple as that. And so a conflict arises between her love of this bird and her love of a human connection. So she is now like thinking, man, should I tell him where this bird is? Because she had located the bird in the tree that the bird was in. And she was initially like, do I tell him or do I conceal where this location is and protect the bird? And so she decides to conceal the location and not share it with the hunter. And of course, he's not happy with that. He wants to kill this bird. And we see that the hunter is just not happy. And so the theme of this story, there's a few, but one of the two that really hit for me is materialism. You see that the hunter never talks about the goodness of the bird in a sense of what it brings to nature. Like, it adds so much. It's a beautiful bird, and it's a part of this whole world of beautiful nature, and he never recognizes that in the story. And it's awfully sad, honestly. He is so set on killing this bird. He wants to just keep it, doesn't want to just observe it for what it is, but to kill it and to take it all for himself. And another theme that is so prevalent in this story is industrialization. You see that the hunter is sort of out of place in this story. He comes in wanting to kill this bird, take this bird, when the story is to show an appreciation for something. And he comes in and he's just totally, set. He's set on what he wants. He wants this bird. He wants to kill it. He wants to hunt it. Whatever it's going to take for him to get this bird. And it really shows that man has the ability to disrupt and corrupt nature. And Sylvia is like a driving force that initially stops that. And you just kind of see this conflict between him and her. And initially, she wins in the story. We see that her love of nature is a driving force and is what basically saves this bird's life. So, thank you.